Want to perfect your poker face? Well, I've got just the guest this morning. Xuan Liu is a Chinese-Canadian poker champion, breaking barriers for women in the industry. She recently made history by becoming the first woman to win a Triton poker title, earning more than $1 million. That sounds really good. And when she's not at the poker table, she spends her time teaching other women the game and how to gain confidence playing poker. Xuan joins us in studio this morning. It is so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Congratulations on all your success. That's got to feel pretty good, pretty validating.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been in the industry so long, so This is the cherry on top.
And I want you to walk us through that. So I do want to mention, I mean, you had that groundbreaking win this past May. What was that moment like for you?
You know, the Triton series is known to be the coveted kind of Cadillac of poker series because it's where the creme de la creme come to play. And so it was an absolute dream to beat all these super pros and come out on top.
Absolutely. Is that the moment there? Oh, you see that?
Yeah,
yes, that's amazing. What were you thinking in that moment?
I honestly couldn't believe I did it. You know, I'm not really a tournament player anymore, so it felt really special to happen like that.
Awesome. How did you get into playing?
I was attending the University of Waterloo when poker kind of blew up on television, and I watched it on TV and thought to myself, those guys aren't really doing anything I can't do, right. And I could be making millions of dollars too.
So then how did you start playing? Did you play with friends? Did you play in tournaments? What did you do?
I mean, I always knew the rules to poker when I was very young, and I used to play with my stuffed animals, but it wasn't...
Did you always win?
I would always try to pretend like I had limited information for each of them to make things absolutely fair.
I bet. And then what was the moment when you sort of switched and said, you know, I could make this a career?
In college, when poker kind of blew up, all my friends kind of wanted to play all the time anyway, so I hosted my own home game.
How do you train?
At the time, I read every single book there was out there on poker. I was so obsessed. These days, there's a lot more tools, but honestly, it's a lot of hard work sometimes.
Yeah, and prep and mental prep. Seeing women around a poker table, it's not that common, right? Professionally, women account for just, what, 3 to 5% of the professional players at live tables. What do you make of that?
Yeah, it depends on the field. I think the barriers for entry for women are a lot higher. You need definitely a lot more confidence. And honestly, women tend to not try things unless they are at a certain skill level already. Whereas men kind of you know, they're more eager to try things even when they're not good at them. And I encourage women to push outside their boundaries a little more.
You play poker, you teach poker. So you've dealt a hand for us. Should we run through this?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so if we look at our starting hands, you actually have the best starting hand in poker, which is pocket aces, and I actually have the worst hand in poker. Okay. And this is actually kind of a real hand I played versus this year's world champion, Michael Mizrahi, one year.
And you had the hand that I have.
Exactly, I did.
Which you're probably like, okay, this is great.
It is great. And that came on the flop, and we are still way, way ahead. The probability...
Because I have 3 aces.
Exactly.
Triple.
Exactly.
Okay.
You have a set over there. But then the turn comes out, and we're still betting a lot in the pot, and I'm Michael.
So I'm like this. I'm you. I'm like, I've got this. Boom.
Not quite, because
I'm not quite?
You're so far ahead.
I'm like this.
You're so far ahead. You don't want to scare me off.
Okay.
So
talk to me a little bit about that in strategy in terms of your chip playing. What do you mean you don't want to scare me off? You know you've got a great hand.
Yeah, so right now you have the absolute nuts, as we say. You have the best hand. Not too many things can beat you right now. Sure, there are lots of not great things that can happen on the river, as you can see, but most of the time you're going to be winning this pot.
Okay. So now what happens?
So now I call because, I like to gamble, and and the river comes, and
it's a 5.
Yes.
So I'm thinking, okay, I've got this, maybe? Or did you know at that point that
you're still mostly thinking you got this, because the only hands that beat you are what I have right now.
Oh my God, and this happened to you?
Yes. And
because, explain why. Because you have
Because now I have a straight, also known as a wheel.
So then you take all my money.
Exactly. And now we get all the chips in, and you're out of the tournament.
I'm out of the tournament.
Yeah.
What were you thinking when that happened to you? Like, what?
I was obviously very baffled by how he could get to the river with this kind of hand.
When you're staring at your opponent, we see a lot of people wearing sunglasses or hoods or whatever, like some sort of covering of the face or moving their chips quite a bit. What are you looking for as a professional poker player? What are the tells that you're looking for in other people?
Yeah, mostly everybody's different. They're going to be giving off tells. You can't just use one tell and relay that to another player. It's mostly about just getting a baseline on them and seeing how their comfort levels are changing based on the situation.
It's so fascinating. How do you train for that portion? You just watch them, like video of them playing?
Experience. Yeah. Honestly, getting older has also helped me with confidence in that respect, and I'm way less concerned with like how I come off and way more in tune with how other people are reacting to me.
So awesome. Well, Xuan Liu, it is great to have you in studio. Thanks for the lesson.
Thank you so much.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.